links. I found this at my mom's house with my old Star Wars toys. I think it is. Isn't that wasn't this the one? Yeah. It would have the things where you'd get the toys and they'd come with little data chips and you'd scan them and they'd have like, I think like 4 different things they would all say. They had a whole toy line for all of them. I think it was the original trilogy as well.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. One of my USB ports is not happy. Alrighty, we're here. Let me get some ambiance going. Get going here. Welcome everybody. Yeah, I think we are short a Krellin today. Must have hit the sauce a little bit too much.
Oh, is he not making it?
Yeah.
I know why. I don't know if I should say. Legit reason, so.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yep, no worries.
This will be the day his character dies, though, right? Because he's not here to control him. Yep.
Yep.
Just anybody we encounter, I'm saying my name is Krellin. I'm gonna be a jerk to people. Build up that reputation for him.
Start force pushing people's drinks over in the bar.
Yeah.
There you go.
Krellin says, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Give me some blue paint. I'm really gonna go undercover.
Alrighty. So, recapping last session, you guys had head off to took a job to investigate Tilnus, the moon, moon of Tilnus, I think it was, or Tilnus is the moon, sorry, of Kalarin. And upon investigation, came across some interesting, chemical bioweapon of sorts that seemed to affect some like a couple Karites that were there in this underground area, and ran into one of those affected Karites. And then on the way out, ran into a couple individuals that seemed to be involved as they just wanted you had found another one of these devices that had basically this detonation device to spread this chemical, and they were adamant of getting that back. And with a couple other Karites, mutated Karites along with them, and after some tough negotiations, the rest of you were able to drag Valen out to avoid potential rough encounter. And yeah, went. You made your way out and then headed back to Kalarin proper or wherever else. So it's been well, and then after that, you had a small delivery to do for Rena and did so, but you did run into some of the Brotherhood thugs, pirates, but were able to take care of them and make your delivery. And as your payment and essentially for the job of the delivery, Rena basically handed over the Spry Hunter, put that in your name, so that is your guys' starship that you have. And then you went off on your week or so, and at some point you all do receive a message from a droid that essentially says there is, representing a friend of yours, quote unquote, friend of yours, that has information about a matter of vital importance to the security of Kularin, and asking you all to meet at Raboga's barge. Very likely, Lan and Dak would be familiar with Raboga's. It is a it's on Tolia Biqua, a floating city there, and it's essentially an old barge of Raboga the Hutt that used to run in Kularin in the system. And once he fled the system, left the system, they took his barge and basically turned it into this, kind of greasy diner cantina, if you will. So very likely that, you've probably frequented that, actually. But yeah, so you receive this call to head there and meet with somebody about an important mission.
Valen's gonna get a hold of these guys. Just, can you come pick me up? Be a lot easier than me having to find my way over there.
Yeah, you still in study hall, or you got a pass to get out of the academy for the weekend?
Can leave whenever I need to.
All right. I mean, I know you Jedi are stickler for rules. I didn't want you getting in trouble.
Well, the big rules. I don't think this is one of them. They won't mind.
All right. Yeah, Lan and I will swing by the I guess the academy / temple there and pick up Valen.
Alrighty. So at the helm of your brand new vessel, Dak plays taxi and goes and gets your young, aspiring Jedi friend, and you head to Talia Biqua for some greasy cold cuts, some sandwiches, and maybe some beverages. You find yourselves in the
PBR moonshine.
Yeah. Pabst Blue Milk, PBM.
Yes. Oh,
Perfect. There we go.
Mutter's milk.
Yeah. Oh. Find yourselves in the diner. I had a diner in here, I thought. This one is oh, cafe, that's the one I'm looking for. So you find yourselves in the cafe, and just looking around, wondering, how you're supposed to get in contact with this person and whatnot. And actually, before that, sorry, you guys did get an update on the virus. Valen, you had handed over some information. I think you handed over like a sample or something, right? Didn't you have?
Yeah, I took an initial sample, and then
Oh, that's right. You ran back and got that one.
Krellin told me maybe leave it here because it's dangerous, and then since we didn't have that, I didn't want to leave empty-handed, so I grabbed that remaining vial instead of the one with the bomb in it.
Right.
I wrote that we ended up giving to the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Or is that who they are? Brotherhood?
Nope, not the ones. I don't think that you guys have identified who they are.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Just I think you got like a reading that they had Force abilities, if I remember correctly.
They have access to the Force, and that the tattoo or the marking they have. I don't know if it's a tattoo or not, but it's very resembles the Broken Spire.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the tattoo, I guess, on the dead guys. I guess you can maybe make the correlation that they're
There's
part of the
some sort
same
of
crew.
cult.
And actually, I guess Valen, you would be familiar enough here, I would say. Let's see if I can get this copy image address. See if this will work.
He's a Jedi nerd. If anybody would know it, it's him.
That's true. Dak and Lance spend their downtime drinking and playing cards, and Valen goes to the library.
What
Damn
was
right.
the command for an image?
Was it parentheses for the
Right here. I got a hashtag.
image?
Hashtag dot. Hashtag. It should, pound sign. Just what it should be. Pound sign dot png. Boom. Cool. All right.
Nice.
In chat is the tattoo. Someone illustrated that. So this was the tattoo you saw. And Valen, because this group, they actually had done some stuff around on Almas in the academy, actually. But you would be familiar with them, just obviously with your involvement, and they are called the Believers. In fact, during one of the celebrations that you mentioned last session, the story of whatever his name was.
Kib Jean.
Yes, Kib Jean. During one of the celebrations where they tell that story, the Believers actually showed up and caused some havoc. So that's very likely something you probably... something you would have maybe gone through yourself. So yes, we do have a name to them, the Believers. Yeah, where were we at? I know you guys were waiting in the oh, that's right, the sorry, the virus information. So you guys would have gotten a report back just with your involvement with this. You know, of course, asked to be discreet about this situation, but the information came back that this virus was specifically created to target Karaites. It was engineered, and the cellular structures of it bear the signature of a genetic scientist, though not a scientist whose signature you recognize. That was a weird bullet point. Anyway, most likely was not intended to mutate Karaites. Likely could be reconfigured by its original creator in a matter of weeks, maybe less. Shows signs of having been modified at least a dozen times in the past, based on the signature history. It was respiration dependent in its Tilness form, but could easily be modified to be airborne or contact transmissible. Can be modified using a combination of chemicals to go temporarily dormant when immersed in normal water. Is destroyed if frozen. Liquid nitrogen, for example, putting it in a normal freezer generally doesn't affect it. And then is probably something you all would be immune to in its present form, especially given that you've already been exposed to it. So a little update there on the virus and the people researching that.
Okay, I think I got most of that down.
I can send this to you guys later.
Oh, okay, yeah,
if you
probably
want,
should.
so.
I think I got most of it.
Okay.
All the important shit. Destroyed if it's frozen, respiration dependent transmission, modified, what did you say, over a dozen times?
Yeah,
Or
yep, up
something
to,
like that,
yeah.
right? And then it has a unique, like a biomarker that identifies like who made it, but they don't know who made it. So it's like someone's calling card almost, like their signature on the
I think
virus.
I think that's what I would interpret it as. I'm not sure. It might be more of like the signature of the like, you know, the molecules or something like that. I mean, starting to say things that I'm not familiar with, so.
It's usually one of those bioengineering things where
Yeah.
the people making it like to be a little artsy fartsy and put like their own stamp on it, like so and so was here in the middle of the DNA.
Yeah, potentially. So.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So yes, you guys. Okay, so now we come back and you guys are in Talia Biqua, and you head to the to Raboga's barge. As I said, likely a place that you know, Lan and Dak might have frequented, and a greasy larger server comes over. Looks like he might double almost as one of the cooks. And just says, welcome to Raboga's. What can I get you guys?
Like, I don't know. Did our friends say when we would be going, or if they would have food for us? Or are we supposed to order first?
I didn't really get any details. Just meet at Raboga's.
Well, suppose we'll no sense in not enjoying something to eat and something to drink while we're here. What do you got on the menu?
He throws down a data pad, digital menu, and you know, it's got all your classics. You know, got some bantha meatballs. You know, your blue milks, a few alcoholic beverages as well. Things like that. Whatever you guys are in the mood for.
I will take some of your famous bantha meatballs, please.
All right.
And a glass of blue milk. Wash it down.
But got any Nerf steak on there?
Yes, we do.
No, I'll take
Fried.
take one of those.
Deep
Yeah, I'll
fried.
take a deep fried Nerf steak and something strong to wash it down.
Alrighty. Mentions a strong ale that he can bring out to you.
That sounds good.
Lan says, I'll get some of the meatballs, and you got any Thorian brandy? I'll have that with my meatballs.
Yeah, gives you a nod as if he appreciates the choice. Says, yeah, I can do that. Can I suggest a appetizer of some deep fried Nuna legs as well?
Absolutely.
All right. So he waddles off and puts the order in, and eventually your food comes out, and it's got that you know, dive bar diner quality to it that you know, maybe it's not the prettiest thing, but you know it's gonna be amazing. It's definitely gonna hit the spot. And you enjoy your beverages. Eventually, as you guys are a good way into your meals and whatnot, a woman comes over and approaches the table. She's pretty unappealing. She has greasy black hair and a scar that runs in a semicircle from her mouth across her chin and up the other side.
Like the Joker?
Down and around, yeah, not
yeah,
cut up,
okay.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
trying to visualize, like, wait a second, that sounds really good.
So she comes over and she looks you all up and down, and says, "You Dak, Lan, Valen?
Who's asking?
Where's the other blue one?"
It was busy.
She says, to your initial question, she, you know, kind of just short and blunt. She says, someone wants to speak with you in the back room.
Who might this someone be? I haven't survived as long as I have, just walking into back rooms to meet with just anybody.
Says, well, I'm just here to, you know, escort you guys in. But, you know, that information might be available if you're antsy.
Could be another lady, Dak. You're
Yeah.
a gambler, aren't you?
Wait,
She says,
lady or not, if they got a blaster, it could end badly.
she leans
We've
in a
got
little bit.
blasters, too.
and her breath a little rank, and she leans in and says, 200 credits, and I'll let you know who you're going to see.
Lan slides 200 credits across the table and says, done. And if this is a trick, you're the first one I'm shooting.
She gives you almost like a half smile and almost a wink that like she likes your style. She just kind of seems like that type of person. She says, you would know him by the letter N.
Narama? I mean, he could have just called.
He could have just told us. I'll have to ask him what the deal with all the secrecy is.
That was a
I'm
expensive
getting
lesson,
those
wasn't
200
it?
credits. Sorry.
Dak looks over at Lance and says, after that last box session, I'm surprised to see you had 200 credits left.
I've always got a few credits in my secret safe, and he puts his boot up on the table, and like 10 credits falls out.
Nice.
Are you forgetting to give her something, Lan?
No, Lan already gave her the credits.
Yeah, but
Something else.
something else.
I don't need to network with someone working with Narama. Narama's my best client.
All right. Just thought you might want to take the opportunity.
Let me finish off this drink here, and then we'll head back. Dak will take his time, not too happy with the whole sending somebody out here, escort us back to the back room. There's a bunch of BS.
She stands there for a bit, and it kind of gets awkward. She's just standing there watching you guys finish up, and there's clearly an empty seat available, and she's kind of impatiently waiting. As you guys are ready to go, she just starts heading off towards the back of the restaurant.
So, did she say what her name was?
She did not.
So I didn't catch your name.
Said, my name's Kate.
Kate.
Kait.
How long you been working for Mr. N?
Oh, long enough.
Worked your way all the way up to Diner Escort, eh?
You bet. Every little bit pays.
Shudder to think where you started.
This gives you a pretty gross, toothy grin.
Guess the dental plan doesn't come part of N's organization.
Well, shall we get on with this?
Yeah, let's lead the way, Kate.
She heads towards the back, and you come to a entryway, and you see a stocky Gran who has a blaster on each hip. Meets you there at the back of Raboga's barge, and he looks you over, gives you all a nod, and then steps back to the door, and the door that he's near slides open. Some of you might know this Gran. They're kind of that like bull cow head with, I think, 3 eyes.
Yeah.
And this is Naden Pale. And he is essentially Narama's new right-hand man after Len Marcus went on his Dark Staff adventure. So he might have been loosely, you guys might have ran into him or seen him in one of your recent dealings. I think maybe I don't know if he was there when Narama came to Almas after the Dark Staff incident, but either way, Yeah, he steps aside, and you can head into the room that is on the other side of this door. As you step in, you go into a room that is very ornate, gaudily decorated in a fashion that only a hut could possibly find attractive. The right wall is an enormous tank, which may have once held food, or which may have been little more than a bathing area for the massive Roboga. But now there's small amphibious creatures wandering the inside walls of the tank, while bizarre fish swim drunkenly back and forth. There's a strange creature with gangly arms and legs, and a tuft of orange fur atop its head dangles on the outside of the tank, watching the creatures within. It cackles disturbingly every few minutes. Give me nature checks all around. All right, Lan and Dak, you guys would recognize this creature as a Kowakian monkey lizard.
It's the Salacious Crumb dude, right?
Yep.
Look.
As you look around the rest of this room, the other walls painted to resemble star fields. Though the view is unfamiliar, in among the stars are small hollow projections, which you quickly realize are people out in the main area of the bar, dancing and drinking and being spied upon by cameras you realize you didn't notice on your way back to the room. As you finish looking around, a section of wall slides aside in the back, and Narama enters. His eyes are fixed on the floor, and he seems to wring his hands uncharacteristically nervously. I won't waste time. Do you want to help your system? He says.
Oh, of course. Jedi here to help everybody.
But me and Dak aren't helping for free.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I don't mean to speak for them, but
he shakes his head, and his expression, goes from nervous to put off. But he then kind of focuses to you, Valen. Says, 2 hours ago, my people intercepted a signal emanating from the secret research facility above Ipsus. Don't look too surprised, please. I make a point to know what's going on, especially when the believers might be involved. The signal was an order. Seems like a standard pre-configured code to evacuate the facility and destroy all evidence. I would worry less, except that signal went from the research facility above Ipsus to Ipsus itself. The receiver unit is somewhere near Nazarcom's thermal detonator production line in their Ipsus facility.
so they've already sent the signal that'll cause it to detonate? Or they sent a signal telling someone to detonate?
Yes, yeah, it was
Okay.
a
I don't know if there's like a timed delay.
right. The signal was basically a message, coded message or something. Yeah. Ipsus is one of the floating cities around the planet Genarius. So again, you guys you definitely would know of it at least.
Well, this one sounds like it's gonna be quite the doozy. You got any other info you can give us to help? Like, are there guard patrols, or people gonna let us in? Do you have any sort of ident cards that could get us past any of these hurdles?
Well, I think that it'd be easy enough to walk right in the front door, to be honest. As I said, they are evacuating the facility. There might be some guards inside, but you all are known to be pretty helpful. I wouldn't trust my own people. And considering that some of you have been involved with relating to this issue already, I thought you'd be interested.
Well, whenever the people of Kalaran need help, that's what I'm here for. What about you two? He'll turn to Dak and Lan.
Well, this sounds like a pretty dangerous job. And in my line of work, higher risk means higher reward. So I suppose if I'm in, it's going to depend on what the reward is.
He looks at you and says, "Are you asking me to pay you to stop someone who puts the safety of the entire system at risk?"
What I'm asking you is to consider that not only is the system at risk, but your profit streams of your various enterprises. And consider that once we have saved those streams of revenue, that perhaps we might be entitled to a cut of the ongoing proceeds of your business. It's just a thought to consider when you're weighing that against the destruction of everything you've built. Just saying.
Yeah, he thinks on it for a moment. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, great! I'm terrible at these.
Dak will lean over and pat Lan on the shoulder and say,
Oh wow!
you tell him, buddy. I was gonna give you guidance, but I don't think it's even gonna matter at that point."
Wait a minute!
-2.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna try it.
I'll give you my guidance there with a little tap on the shoulder. Give you a D6 on top. See what you can get. Hey.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice, 15. Very nice. So you see him contemplate your argument, and whatnot, and he kind of seems to resign a little bit, but he says, "I had heard better of you all. I thought you would want to do something for your home system here. You will be paid. It will be commensurate with other jobs like this. You should know that I am good for that."
We know. I'm sure he didn't mean any offense either. He's, given his line of work and the shifting attitudes some employers have towards paying people once a job's done, I think you can probably forgive him for being a little skeptical. Nothing against you personally, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
some
And,
people don't like paying, and that's a problem for him.
And just between us, Lan had a bit of a rust streak at the sabacc table a couple nights back, so it was a little light on the coin.
I was there. I can confirm. He just lost 200 to your lady too.
Yeah, well, happy to do this favor for you, Narama, and the rest of the system. I'm sure it'll be worth it.
He gives a nod, and he chuckles at Lan's misfortunes in sabacc and whatnot, and he says, "So, your task is to go in, find the person or persons responsible, and stop them before they can do real damage. If it's the believers, as I understand was the case on Tilnus, then they might destroy the thermal detonator line to cover their escape. I don't need to tell you how bad that would be."
No, you don't. The Republic needs those, especially during wartime. One last question from me. Have you sent anybody else to deal with this? Or are we the only people? Just in case we run across anybody that claims they're working for you, or somebody comes across our path that we don't know, we can at least rule out that it's not a friend of yours.
He says, "No, I don't go through any other channels. You all are the sole groups of this mission, members of this mission. I don't have enough trust in most of my people to handle this. You all have been here on reputation.
Strange times when a professional criminal trusts a Jedi more than his own associates.
Strange times indeed.
Speaking of strange, where'd you get that monkey lizard? Did he come with the place, or
His facial expression turns to just like immediate kind of annoyance, and he says, "That thing, that obnoxious creature there,
no,
obnoxious enough that a hut leaves it behind." He just shakes his head and he says, "I just steer clear of him."
Maybe Valen. Maybe Valen's looking for a new pet.
Valen,
Take
give
it off
me
your hands.
everyone, if you want, whoever wants to, as you kind of look over to the creature, give me an animal handling check.
Yeah, why not?
The one,
I've got a ration pack you can have. Let's have
I feel
some
like
fun.
that's the one proficiency I don't think I've ever seen anybody have in Star Wars 5e.
I think I made a species. that
Last
actually has
my last group in Living Force, they had to help birth some whales underwater. So, but again, nobody had it. Nobody had animal handling. So,
it. Is that the Star Trek 4 module?
Lan, are you gonna interact with the creature? Or you just no hands off?
Lan is disgusted, just like Norama, and he's like stepping a few steps away from it as Valen is trying to head over there.
As you guys are
I'm just looking at
conversing,
it, I'm not touching it.
yeah, as you guys are conversing, the creature, you know, it kind of comes away its attention from the tank and then comes over to you guys and kind of runs, and it just kind of gets a feeling from you, Lan, and completely avoids you. It goes up to you, Dak, a little bit, kind of goes up to your leg, and it can tell that you just want nothing to do with it. And it runs over to Valen, and Valen, it seems to, you know, sense enough of an openness to the creature, and he, you know, kind of takes onto you a little bit, that you're pretty accepting of him, and he climbs right up onto your shoulder, and then just sitting on your shoulder and just he's just laughing his ass off there.
I want to take half a ration and just kind of give it to him.
Yeah,
Like, you hungry, dude?
he just gobbles it up.
Here, jeez. How much do these things eat, Narama? What do they eat?
He just looks
And
at
how
you and he
much?
says, anything from what I can tell. But
okay.
looks like you have a new friend.
Well, whether we want him or not, I guess so. Like, you want to come along with us, little dude?
This gives you a kind of like head shake.
Is that a no?
You a nod, yes, up and down, yeah. He and you get an idea that, yeah, he's not gonna easily. He's definitely has a small attachment,
Oh,
especially
I've
after
made
the
friends.
food, the snack.
all right. Pick him up some bantha meatballs on the way out or something.
Just make sure that thing stays in your quarters. I don't need to see him out running around the ship causing trouble.
Yeah, that's fine. Find a place. It's like a storage box for him to mess around with or something. I don't know. Make some sort of gymnasium he can run around and throw. Does he throw poop or something? Like, I don't. What do we know about these things?
I think you're about to find out.
Yeah, you're gonna learn more. You're the one that knows the least about them. So you'll have to like look. Let's see, you guys did I have nature checks? Let me go back to that. Valen, I'll say that you're like, you know of the creature. Dak, let's see
Like how
here.
Dak and Lan know the most about it, and we're the ones that were least interested
Well,
in.
because you
That's how
probably
it
know
works
the
out,
most
yeah.
about him, yeah. Man, these things are ugly. Oh wow. Yeah, the one in, I think it was in season 1 when the one is roasting on the
Oh, on
spit,
Navarro.
yeah.
right, or whatever,
Yeah.
like in Mando. Oh my god, it was so funny. Oh, let's see here. Semi-sentient reptilians, blah blah blah, capable of using weapons. Okay.
According to Poe Dameron, biggest pain in the side of this galaxy.
Shrill laughter. And there's not a ton here. I'll have to check out the legends. Yeah,
Well, I
we'll
know
come back
that-
to that and see if there's any good key information that will be good for Dak to fill you in on about your new friend.
You can do Sith alchemy on them and turn them into an evil little bastard, all the Jedi Knight series. But
Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, so Narama acknowledges you all for your help, and basically says that head out as soon as you can to Ipsis to begin your task.
all right, so we're going in there. We find them, and we stop them. That about it?
And that's about it. Says
Okay.
I'll have my one last thing. I'll have my people monitoring Ipsis. If anything changes, if anyone else arrives who looks like trouble, I will let you know. You have my word.
Thank you for that.
And next time you need to meet with us, you can avoid all the secrecy if you want. We think we know each other well enough at this point.
It's not you I worry about. It's anyone intercepting those transmissions. I think you can appreciate that.
Fair enough. Well, fellas,
Didn't take a liking to Kate, I take it.
I'm sure she's a wonderful personality, very loyal associate of yours.
I'll see about connecting you two when you get back.
It's quite all right, my friend. Credits is payment enough.
You could connect me with the 200 credits that she took from me.
Yeah. She might be a worse card player than you, Lan.
Lan, I think you need to just let that one go.
I think maybe Kate and I will settle this on the sabacc table one day.
Narama chuckles and then heads off and says, good luck. I have faith that you will come through.
Well, fellas, ready to hit the road?
Might as
To the
well.
space lanes, I guess, as it were.
Are we all stocked up with everything we need? I've got my kit with me and everything. I can't think of what else we'll need if we're there to infiltrate and be sneaky.
Yep, no, I think guess we should be good to go.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, you head towards Ipsis, and as you come down, as you land there on Ipsis, the traffic away seems unusually heavy, and as you settle onto the landing platform, the reason becomes clear. Several hundred Ugnaughts are streaming in a very calm and orderly manner out of the various exits, getting onto ships and leaving. There's no rush, no panic, no particular urgency to their exit, but it looks as though a shift has just let out and no one is going in to replace them.
Yeah, it looks like our stop. Think we should maybe get the layout? Or I don't know. How do we handle this?
You head out to this facility here, and as you head off your starship. Yeah, this is like wading through a crowd of people at you know, amusement park or something. I mean, they're all
waist high.
yeah, waist high, just grunting past you.
I have spoken. I have spoken. I have spoken.
Yeah.
I don't speak what language Ugnaughts speak. Perhaps one of them speaks Basic? I'll just
Yeah,
try to wave one
do
of
any
them
of-
over.
I guess, do any of them look like, I don't know, give off the air of like being in charge, or like you know, a manager position?
Not really. I mean, they all look like line workers and things like that. I mean, they're definitely factory workers of the sort. Yeah, you don't really see anyone, you know, it's pretty nondescript. So.
All right, I'm just gonna, I guess, yeah, try to grab the attention of one and see if I can ask him who's in charge around here.
Yeah, so you wave one down, and you just get very broken Basic in reply, and just basically says, managers on their way out as well. Just decided to shut down early.
All right.
Just decided.
Facility's
that
been
a,
closed.
Common occurrence?
Nope. Said workers were released. Come back tomorrow. No danger, just early holiday.
Is there
Is there
a
a holiday? Is it Life Day already?
ask him if they're I'm trying to think of the word for it. Thing like a central command or something, like where they run like operations out of this thing.
Like a hub?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but yeah.
He says
Where's the main office?
you'll have to go. Yeah, he tells you. He says front entrance. He just kind of points over the sea, and you can kind of see where a lot of these are coming. You know, there's a few coming from different areas, but there's definitely a main sea of these creatures coming out, and eventually they kind of clear up, and you can. Give me some perception checks real quick.
With a +8, I get a 10.
All right. So, Dak and Lan, as you look through the past the Sea of Ugnaughts, you see next to the facility there are some taller, you know, normal humanoid height, similar to you guys, figures, clad in bright white uniforms, and it looks like a security type uniform, and they're just kind of standing there as everyone's heading out.
You said they're outside like the main entrance where we were. Okay. As we I guess I look around, do I see any other, I don't know, side entrances or doors or anything that might be nearby? Or does it pretty much look like the main, like, or like not the main but the only way in or out?
Even right now it doesn't look like there's anything that stands out from, you know, basically where you need to get into.
Okay.
So what's the plan here? Just walk in?
Well, Narama said we probably should be able to just walk right in, so let's see if he was right. Just walk
down
up
for it.
like don't little trick I learned. If you act like you belong, a lot of times people don't even stop to ask questions. So just don't look nervous. Don't keep looking around. It's just walk straight on through like we own the place.
Do the exact opposite of what I always do by default. Got it.
Exactly. That's why I'm bringing it up now.
give myself guidance?
Sure.
I'm going to. Just in case. There. Just kind of do a Stuart Smalley. I'm good enough. Smart enough. Gosh darn it, the force is with me.
Remember, just walk casual.
No strutting?
Not Stuart from Mad TV.
No.
Look what I can do.
No.
All right, so you guys wade through the sea of Ugnaughts and head up to these guards here. Give me insight checks all around. Looking good, yeah. Alrighty. Very nice. So, Valen, as you come up to these security guards, you just kind of look into them and try to get a gauge on how they're feeling and whatnot, and you get a sense that they're not all gung-ho about being here right now. They're not sure what's going on with the shutdown and whatnot. They have a sense that, like, what's going on here. There's no reason to be here.
I'll quietly relay that to Dak and Lan. They look a little apprehensive. Like maybe everything isn't as what's the word? Controlled as they're trying to make it seem. They don't seem like they want to be here.
All
Might
right.
be able to use that.
So we'll keep walking, I guess, towards them, towards the entrance. I guess as we start to get closer to them, do they seem like they, I guess, even acknowledge or notice us, or just kind of like?
They're kind of, yeah. They kind of notice you, because eventually the Ugnaught crowd has essentially dissipated, and there is, yeah, essentially just you guys there, and they're still standing watch.
Okay. Guess as we get closer, it's kind of wow. It's something I don't see too often. A flood of Ugnaughts come pouring out of a factory.
One of the guards just looks up and says, "Oh, you must not spend much time during shift change here at the facility."
Well, one of the Ugnaughts we talked to said that you guys were shutting down early.
Apparently.
That happen often around these parts?
Nope. But we're stuck here staring at the sky now.
How come you guys don't get to leave?
'Cause, we're security. That's what we do. Stand here.
Fair point.
Well, keep up the good work. We don't want to interrupt your day and get you fellas into trouble. And then Dax just kind of turns and starts trying to, walking towards him to the entrance.
You seem like you're almost gonna make it, and he just says, "Yeah, no, what is it you all are doing here? Traffic's pretty much one way right now."
Well, Dak.
I tried. Remind me again of what we know about this facility. They're manufacturing. What again?
So it is a it's a textile facility. and also textiles and thermal detonators as well.
Okay.
Odd combination of things.
Yeah, right. Let me see if
Yeah.
there's any other.
Yeah, here we make baby formula and nuclear devices.
We're here for a surprise inspection. This here is Krellin, member of the Jedi Order. We're on behalf of the Republic. Want inspect the facility to make sure everything is running at peak efficiency for the war effort.
There's a little bit of from a couple of them. You know, maybe starstruckness or whatever. Like, ooh, a Jedi, you know, and
Krellin, show him the sword.
do the thing,
Oh.
do the thing.
I'll
the
pull
thing.
out the lightsaber, but I will not activate it.
You boys ever seen a lightsaber in person?
They
I'll
just
just
kind
kinda
of
give
shake
it-
their head and like.
I'll let it float a little bit in my hand and kind of twirl around, just to show like I'm actually.
Don't
Using
tease him
the
with
Force.
it. Let him light that baby up. Let him see it.
I'm not supposed to do this, but okay.
I mean, these
Ow.
guys are toiling away hours trying to protect this facility for the war effort for the Republic. I'm sure a grateful Jedi such as yourself is the least you could do.
All right, you make a good point. And I'll hold it so it's vertical, and then let both ends shoot out.
Okay. Yeah, give me a performance check.
Roll a 1, I drop it,
Extra
and
one
kill
drops
everyone.
it.
Oh!
Hey!
Nice.
Now the one, if you had a
Twirling
one, you
around.
would have like angled it awkwardly, so the blade goes in your shoulder and kill your new monkey friend.
Oh no.
So you hold out the your saber and ignite and do a little bit of a flourish, and these guys are pretty enamored by that. Dak, give me a deception check at advantage. Nice, 24. That's good.
That was my Makashi. You should wait till you see my Jumso.
I don't know if they
Uh,
want to see any of your Jinso.
This is you know any of that way of the salami?
Way of the salami? No, I don't.
That's one of those
that's
fighting
not-
styles you Jedi do. Way of salami.
That's not a
right.
school of thought I've ever trained in. I'll have to look into it though. Maybe it's in the library back on Almas.
I heard it's an ancient one from a long time ago,
Back in the old
perfected
Republic,
by
yeah.
Samikani.
Oh, it's
Galen is the master of the style of bantha meatball.
Yeah, the way of the
he,
bantha.
he looks over
Yeah.
at you. He says, "Valen, is that your name? Haven't seen many Duros around these parts."
It's my middle name.
Dak, who did you say was Krellin? You or Valen? Did you?
Valen. I said Valen.
Okay.
I said Valen was Krellin.
Okay.
It's my middle name. People don't usually use it.
Ah, okay.
So, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just to say that you know, with your good argument, Valen's good flourish here and showing off, the guards just like, well, yeah, we don't want to get in your way. You know, we want to make sure that everything's up to code and par and snuff and all that. So, do what you need to do.
All right.
And kind of just step aside and let you guys step in.
I'll kind of pull Dak aside and Lan and be like, should we get them to maybe let everybody else know that we're here so they don't give us grief later?
Wouldn't be much of a surprise inspection.
Yeah,
Well,
so I don't really
know
want.
if-
I don't really want the folks inside knowing we're coming.
Ah, okay. I'm glad I asked you.
So look over and thank you, gentlemen. You're a fine example of service to your profession.
He looks kind of like, you know, straightens up like, oh, thank you, yeah. if you know, it helped out.
I'll give him a short bow. Like, may the
Could
force be
you
with you.
could you point us in the direction of the I guess the main control room for the facility?
So just head inside here, the entranceway. There's a map on the wall. It'll give you the layout of what you need to find.
All right, Dak will nod and continue on the way.
And yeah, Balin gives his bow and may the force be with you. I turned the saber off. I don't know if I did that already.
Yeah, I assumed. Okay, so you head in and inside the main door, there is a, as mentioned, a map of the facility, which is right here. You guys should see that now in Roll20.
Cool.
So you'll come into that main entrance there on the left. And you do see 2 security droids that are kind of wandering the main entrance area there.
Are we still in?
Be a problem.
Do we see the droids while we're still, I guess, close enough to those security guards to be able to talk back to them, or are we kind of like way too far down the hallway now?
No, you can kind of see them inside deeper. You saying talk to the security guards still?
Yeah, basically I was wondering, like, if we start to head
just
in...
like have to step outside and...
Okay. Dak will pop his head out and say, "Hey, excuse me, fellas, forgot to ask, is there any security systems or guards we need to be on the lookout for to, you know, we don't want them thinking we're some kind of intruders here when we're trying to do our inspection."
Yeah, kind of just shrugs his shoulders as he looks. He says, yeah, there's security inside. I'd assume that clearance would be granted upon the inspection. That's a little out of our, essentially out of our jurisdiction. We're more here on external security.
Understood. And pop back in. Just look around the corner, then shoot. Well, looks like we're got some security droids potentially up here we need to work with.
Give me perception checks as you're back in the main entrance here.
Tell the fellas, I don't really have a way around droids. Other than turning myself not necessarily invisible, but difficult to see.
Oops. That's my advantage on.
But that's only for me. I can't do it for anybody else.
Yeah, we'll deal with it when the time comes. And Dak taps the grip on his blaster to the side.
All right, so go ahead, Lamb.
Lan speaks binary, actually.
Okay.
So Lan wants to try to talk to the security droids and say we're authorized.
Yeah, so you also, as you come inside this area, Lan, you would notice, I mean, you guys would see, you know, there's a room that's off of this main area, but Lan, you pick out that it looks to be a security office inside this main door here as well. And next to that is where that map is kind of showing the layout of the facility.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right into the security room, and if any droids see me, I'm just gonna say in binary to them, "I'm authorized."
Yeah, you're able to get right in there. Seems like they're kind of making their patrol up and down the hallway right now, and haven't really paid too much attention at this time.
Is there a terminal in here that I could hack in and you know, make some fake authorizations so they scan us and don't immediately blow us out of the place?
There is a terminal. There's a few terminals in here. Potentially, you can maybe try and get something like that, but in general, you can just access and see what you might be able to get after.
All right. Yeah, I wanna try to slice it.
Okay.
See if I can hack in there.
So give me a slicer's kit check. All right, so you go and get in. You're able to get into the computer there, and you cannot. You don't feel that you've accessed something to give you guys the clearance that you're looking for. You do come across an expanded layout of the facility, though.
Okay. Does do I find any information about the droid patrols in there?
No, nope, not with that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll send the new expanded layout to Dak and Valen via comm. If you guys have holocomms, I guess I can upload it holocom.
All right.
I have a data pad. That's about.
Oh yeah.
I guess as we look at this new expanded layout, does I guess anything jump out as far as, oh, well, that's a hidden thing that wasn't there previously, or?
Yep, absolutely. So there are a bunch of emergency exits marked on this map throughout the place. Most of them, of course, go to the outside of the facility. You assume that they're not marked on the, main map inside the entrance as, potential security risk to just have those exposed. So they are here, and on this map at least. There's an emergency exit that hits each of the 4 different lines, the 3 textile lines and then the detonator line, and can be reached, looks like, from outside the facility.
Oh, so if we actually go back out the way we came to outside the facility, we could use those emergency exits as emergency entrances to get into the different areas?
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Did that show up on our map?
What's that?
Did that show up on our map?
No.
Okay.
No, the map that you have, that's kind of like the public map.
Oh.
And then the emergency exits are basically abstract.
Oh. I didn't know if you had sent us an updated one
Nope.
or not.
No.
Okay.
Well, I like the idea of using these additional entrances or exits to work our way around the facility as opposed to trying to walk right past these security droids.
Yeah.
I do too. Keeps at least the blasters from being drawn. Narama said we need to go to the thermal detonator line? Or is that where he thought they were going?
Yeah, I think because he essentially said that the signal was to basically blow up the line, to use it as a distraction to cover up their tracks. Let me see if it specifically says. It says emanating from the secret research facility above Ipsis. And then the signal said evacuate facility, destroy all evidence. Yeah.
So the signal came from where they're researching the
The
virus?
signal went from the research facility above Ipsis to Ipsis itself, where you guys currently are, in Nazarcom's thermal detonator production plant.
So, does that mean that they have somebody on the inside reporting to them about what they find out about this disease as well? Like, in order for them to even know to blow it, they would need to know that they were on the verge of discovering something about it, and that's why they're covering their tracks?
Well, we don't know what this facility was being used for. Might not necessarily
Me
be tied
neither.
to the.
Yeah,
why they
I
would
don't
wanna
think the
blow it.
research facility, I don't think is the one that is looking into the virus.
Valen and I are trying to puzzle out their motivations for all of this, because it's a bit
So, well,
weird.
this will be the. I guess I'm assuming Valen probably would have told us that the believers were the ones that we encountered back on Tilnus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I'm just
he would
gonna.
have told you everything that he knew.
And now we're, the believers are here again. So I just say, well, looks like this will be the second facility they've tried to destroy. They succeeded and killed everybody on the one back on Tilnus. We'll see if we can stop them before they do the same here.
Have we noticed any Karaites at all? Or has it all just
No,
been
it's all been the
Ugnaughts?
Ugnaughts, yep. And then the
Okay.
6 human security guards.
Okay.
So,
Well, if they're gonna try to cover their tracks by blowing up the thermal detonator line, that's probably the first place we should look.
yeah, agreed. Let's head there, and if there is anything going on, we can hopefully stop it before it blows up.
I'm with you on that one. Lan, can you show us the way?
Follow me.
All right, follow Lan, I guess, back out towards those emergency exits.
Okay, so you're going
Yeah.
back outside and then around?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out, and security guards are there at the doors. So, that was fast. You guys take care of what you need?
Can you believe it? This guy left the equipment back on the ship. How many times do I have to tell you your one job is to bring the equipment? You're not here for your brains, you're here for your strength. You carry the equipment so I can do the inspections. You're embarrassing me in here in front of the Jedi. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry, excuse us. We have to go.
It just kind of all look back like, oh, yeah, don't want to deal with that.
And then, I guess Van will look a little like he's upset by it, but not really. Just kind of feigning, like, oh.
All right, so you head out, and then once you get a little out of the way from the security guards, are able to head around to part of the facility that. So you going right to the detonator line, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me just double check the map.
Because yeah,
real quick.
that is in the lower area, but there would be still potential access to that.
Okay, yeah, it's just break rooms, line, security area. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I guess I just making sure there wasn't some sort of like main control center room or something like that. So.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So you head over there, and you do find eventually get to the area that looks like where the exit is labeled, and so it's somewhat of a door that it's sealed off. Looks to be sealed off pretty good. It's pretty nondescript, meant to not really be, to stand out, so that people don't think it's, any sort of entrance otherwise.
Valen's gonna go up, or not Valen. He's Valen. Dak's gonna go up and take a look at it, and before we open it, say, "Hey, Lan, do you see any kind of I don't know, alarms or triggers or anything hooked up to these doors?"
Do I need to roll something to see if I can detect that?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. All right, so you look over the door, and it seems that there is there's likely some devices here that will sound some sort of a alarm or notice that it's been opened.
I immediately like tell Dak, careful, this door's hot. Does it look like? Can I try to diffuse the door? I guess. See
Yeah.
if I can. If there's some way to like slice past the alarm.
Yep. Give me a slicer's kit check. All right. So, you get in there and work on trying to deactivate the alarms there, and you think that you've taken care of it.
Way's clear. Land's just gonna open the door. He's fully confident he's solved all the problems.
Alrighty, so you go ahead and open up the door, and on the inside, next to the door, there is a little bit of a beacon that is flashing red as you step inside. And you come into a quiet, very large facility here. The thermal detonator line. It looks like any other assembly line that you have seen. Just a long series of workstations and a central line 1 meter wide that runs the length of the room, flanked by computers and control facilities. There is some blinking lights and buzzers and whatnot, but nothing too remarkable about it. Nothing that seems like there's something going on here. You give me a perception check as you step inside. All right. Okay. If the other two of you come in behind Lan, you can.
Yeah, I think we were just gonna be right behind him.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, Valen, Lan, you would pick up on the sound of heavy metal feet that seem to be heading towards you, and Valen, you would definitely pick it up and kind of recognize the pattern of likely droids that are heading towards your way. And eventually they do get to your area and just call out. It says, "Halt, intruders! Turn away immediately."
Well,
Dak looks over at Lan and goes, "All clear, huh?"
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Clearly, it wasn't my fault though. And Lan sees the red flashing light and just kind of like stands in front of it, try to obscure.
It's up above the door, so it's yeah.
So if Dak turns around to look at the door, he'll see just the flashing red light.
Like over top of Lan, basically like.
Dak just looks up at the light, and then back at Lan, shakes his.
The important thing is that you tried. That's
No. The important part here is succeeding. The trying doesn't help us a whole lot.
You should have done it or not done it, right? Well, should we go now that they're over here distracted? Should we try going in the front entrance? Maybe there are none of them over there now.
Now hold on. I'm sure we can talk our way out of this, can't we, Dak? You could probably talk our way out of this.
Dak looks back at the droids. What kind of droids? Do they look like they're pretty beefy security droids, or
beefy enough? Yeah. I mean, they're.
Okay.
Trying to think of a example of one, but yeah.
Is there a particular model that they are?
No. Nope.
Oh, okay. Just says droid.
Yeah.
Lan just keeps saying in binary that we're authorized to inspect this facility. He doesn't know what else to do.
Like, I'm gonna put a hand on Lan and be like, I really hope you know what you're doing, and give him guidance.
The droids come up and when they get closer to you, they raise their blaster rifles and just say, "You do not have access to this area. Facility is shut down. Turn away." And as you continue to ask Lan or say to Lan that you are here, they say, "No access has been permitted. Reveal your credentials."
Dak starts to consider if his credentials are his 2 blasters, and
I think the last time I gave credentials to a droid, it didn't go so hot. Should I do the same, or?
Lan hands the droid his business card. That's my credentials right there.
Dak just...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope, go for it.
The droid just takes it and looks at it. It like bends in the droid's claw, his grip, and he just looks it over and he says, "This does not qualify as credentials. Leave the area immediately."
We're responding to a communication from inside the facility. It appears that some of the Ugnaught workers have not been able to exit the facility yet, so we are here to escort them out. Can you please show us to the break room where we can find them?
The droid says, "Give me a deception check."
How easy it is to deceive droids, but we'll go for it.
Nice.
They look to each other, and you see one of them looks like he then kind of his posture like straightens up, and he cocks his head slightly and says, "This is Unit 173. We have a report of leftover workers in the facility. Please report from the lower break room." There's a pause, and then eventually comes back, says, "Break room is clear. No remaining line workers." And then the droid turns back and just says, "It seems that the missing workers are no longer in the facility. Please turn around and leave."
Dak goes like this and puts his hand up to his ear and goes, "This is Rescue Team 867. Are all Ugnaughts accounted for? Over." He waits. "No, they're still not. The Ugnaughts are apparently lost in the facility. Please execute search protocols and locate them immediately."
Give me another deception check. Nice. The droid calls out again, kind of sends another message out and says, "Search protocols, initiate search protocols. You said 2 Ugnaughts? I don't know if you specified."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go two Ugnaughts. Sounds good.
2 Ugnaught workers are still remaining in the facility. Search all areas to locate and escort them out of the facility. And then they just kind of stand there and still in front of you.
Well, I suppose, I mean, many hands makes light work. Shouldn't we be helping you with your search protocols?
Lan, give me a quick intelligence check as well.
Okay.
You recall enough that the maps identified essentially the security force within the facility, and it's a decent number. There's well over a dozen, different guards throughout the different areas, so, they'll definitely be able to kind of go through and sweep the facility.
I mean, the Ugnaughts are small, but all right. If y'all are so confident, you don't need any help.
The droid just says, "We will conduct the search protocol, but if you do not have authorization to be here and must leave immediately."
Dak's gonna kind of lean over, I guess, to the guys and say, if they've already evacuated the facility, we probably don't have too much time before the destruction or whatever. The thermal detonators are lines destroyed, and then came here for nothing. So may have to force the issue here a bit to get into the facility.
Either that, or we can convince them to get us into a part of it that we are able to access. At least then we can try to give them the slip when they think we're handled. Or do you want to go with the direct approach here?
Well, I think the direct approach might be the only one that gets us here quick enough to do something before it's too late.
You guys are, against one area of the thermal detonator line, production line, and that is where you needed to go. So you are essentially in that area. You're just stopped at the exit, the emergency exit, by these security droids.
And it's 2 of them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how tall is this room? Excuse me.
Oh, I don't know. It's
like a factory. It's like 20, 30 feet or
20.
so.
Yeah, I was gonna say 20. 20 sounds good.
Something like that. Okay.
Valen, you with passive perception as well would just notice that the blinking red light seems to have turned off above the door.
Okay.
Once the search protocol was called out, it seems that kind of went off.
Like after we called them to search for the missing Ugnaughts?
Right.
Okay. I'll
at some point during
that.
your guys' conversation, it went off.
I'll quietly relay that to Dak and Lan. Like, I don't know what it means, but the light's off. Is there not
Lan, Lan's looking at Valen's saber and Dak's holstered blasters and looking at them and saying, I mean, they do want to see our authorization. I think we should show them.
Can we do it?
Oh, was that authorization you said you were looking for? I completely misunderstood. I have it right here. Where is it? And Dak's gonna draw both of his blasters and fire at the security droids.
Alrighty.
At the sound of him firing, I cast battle precognition on myself. Looks like we're doing this.
Alright, we'll just use this other map here. Alright, 1 second. Okay, so you guys should be on the map. And then I'll get
That's the door up there, we'll say the emergency exit we came in.
Sure, yeah, I mean, really, could have just done a blank grid, but whatever. Let's see, let me get something to represent the droid. We have a droid in our one shot? I don't remember. I've gone too far to sure, we'll use the hut security droid.
I know I've come across a couple in Tempest.
Okay.
We were droids the other couple sessions ago.
All right, so yeah, as you pull up your rifles, Dak, they immediately, they have theirs kind of raised as well, and then you can tell that they get ready to engage there.
Nice.
Oh man, they get to go before us.
Nice. Alrighty, so Mr. Jolt.
All right. Well, I think it's these guys are in flamethrower cone range. Let's see. What's the cone look like?
What size? 15?
Yeah, 15. Oh yeah, you got the AoE there. So if I stand here.
Actually, I think if you went back to where you were standing originally, right here, I think it would hit
Yeah.
him,
Yeah, you could really get them there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, before even moving, I'm just gonna.
That great floor is kind of
my-
obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my wrist flamethrower out and blast them with it.
All right. So yeah, stepping out, letting out the blast. They got to make 14. Okay. This is the one on the left and the one on the right. Both will fail, taking 13.
I'll just run over here. Now on my turn.
All right. They both look in damn horrible shape.
Melted robot.
Yeah, they're looking very rough. This one here is going to turn towards you, Lan, as you rush away, being the main culprit here of the initial attack, and go ahead and fire off a shot at you. Not a D230, that would be insane. 24 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Or, ooh, nice. 9 points of energy damage.
Alright.
And then the other droid is going to use its reaction to make an attack on you as well. For a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Things are coming up DM tonight. 9 more points of energy damage. All right, and then it is going to... Let's see here. Yeah, he's going to rush back, find some cover. His counterpart is going to then turn towards you, Dak, raising your weapons, and is going to fire off a blast. 17 to hit, Dak. Looks like it will. Yep. Okay. Look at that. 9 more damage to you, and the other droid behind the cover is going to use its reaction to fire off at you as well. An 11 will miss. And this one will begin running away. Dak, give me a quick perception check. Okay, you hear the droid. It sounds like something in its comm. It's pretty scrambled, but you can get that the message itself is going out scrambled as well. But it sounds like they're potentially trying to get reinforcements. And you are up.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot the one here.
All right, fire off your first shot, and it hits the droid, but it looks like one of the last still structurally sound parts of its armor absorbed the impact of the shot.
All right. We'll follow up with my dual wield on it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Next 2 shots, the droid is kind of able to dive out of the way, and then you hit him one more time, but in a even harder spot, and it kind of pings off the side of the armor. Unfortunately, as rough shape as this thing is in, it's tough to.
I'm gonna
hit
use
it.
my precision attack, use my superiority die.
Okay.
To throw onto that, which is a. Jeez, what is that? A 6 or a 4?
My superiority die are at D6 now.
6 now. Okay.
All right. On the first or last one specifically, or.
Yeah, I just use it on the. I guess. Yeah, I probably use it on the first one, the 14, I guess, with the 4.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to, line up that shot and actually connect with that, and that one will hit.
It'd be 10, because I think you add it to the damage then as well.
Okay. Yeah, that is plenty, and the droid just crumples to the ground as you take the rest of its mechanical life out of it.
All right. That'll be it for me.
Okay, Valen.
Okay, so seeing this one go down, Valen's gonna step forward and.
Valen, you
run
notice
after-
that the red light is now flashing again.
Oh damn it! He's gonna call out. Red light's flashing. And how do you do that thing where you move, and then you can count how much you're moving, and then it'll
Grab your
release it and
token, and then as you start to move it, hit the letter Q, and it'll bring up the thing, and then every time you can hit Q again, and it will move you around.
Oh, what the hell was that? Okay, I see.
And then I think, I don't know if, yeah, then if you just let go, it'll, like, you don't see the movement, only when, like, you see other people's movement.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably, when I did that, you probably saw your token move around. I would assume.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I did.
Yep.
Okay. So do I have a clear line of sight on this guy over here?
Yeah,
Or
he
is
has some cover behind the crates, but you can see him.
Okay. Let me see what this says exactly. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna use turbulence on him.
Okay.
So he needs to. I will post the power. Should make it easier. Or not. I don't know what I did there. So I choose one creature, and then he must make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Or take 2d6 force damage, and my DC is 16. And that's a dex saving throw.
That is a fail.
Okay. He'll take 7 points of force damage.
All right, that is plenty to take him out. Lan really did a number on them with the flamethrower, and the droid
Good
goes down. It falls
Good.
to the ground. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's a good opening to our negotiations.
Yeah. All right. Back to Lan. The red flashing light, Valen, you would, as you called it out, I think you said to the other two, you guys would notice that it's still flashing.
Do you think that's for us?
It's a pretty good chance.
I mean,
Guess I would ask Lan if he thinks he can disable the alarm.
I can
Just-
try.
and do it and actually get it done this time.
Look, I was overconfident the first time. I've learned my lesson, but I'm not going to make any promises.
Dak, you might put two and two together. That the light and then the droid as he ran away was calling for reinforcements.
Oh. Well, I guess it probably won't matter then if we get the alarm disabled. They've already called in for reinforcements.
so what's the plan here?
Lan, give me another intelligence check. You might think that if one of the droids called reinforcements, maybe you could call them off.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
As long as their communication circuits haven't been melted.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to this droid and see if I can salvage his comm unit or whatever I can to try to call this off.
Okay, so yeah, give me a free action quick investigation check. All right. Yeah, this one, it's you have trouble finding it, and you assume that it's likely not in a shape to really do much with.
This one's trashed. Gotta check the other one. But I'm out of movement on this turn, so I can't get over there.
Anything else?
No, I can't make it over. So
You haven't used your action yet, so you could dash.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I could dash. You're right.
Yeah, investigation was for free, so. Get you there.
Yeah, 30 feet. If I can move diagonally and walk over the droid, gets me 10 feet away from the body.
All right. Droids are down. Dak. Anything from you?
All right. Yeah, I guess Dak would, to assist him, gonna go ahead and I guess dash up next to up to the droid.
Okay. Yes, you can give me a investigation check as well.
Not very good at investigating. Could I just I guess because Dak's thought was to get up here and maybe just assist Lan when he starts looking around to do his technology-ish stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. Just kind of hold. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Valen, anything?
So Valen will come up to the droid. Would this communications thing be a slicers or a computer?
It'll be like a technology or slicers kit. Yeah.
Okay. And he'll turn to
Probably
Lan and say,
more
"I have
technology,
a spike that can probably help you with this. I picked one up back on Almas because, it's this group. We run into some weird stuff from time to time. Figured it might come in handy."
Perfect.
And I can't remember exactly what they do. I think it gives...
Computer spike or security?
I have both, one of each. So
Okay.
I
The
think
computer
they give, advantage on the
spike,
roll?
When you make an intelligence slicers kit, you can use the spike to re-roll. So yeah, basically it's advantage. But you must use the new roll. That's that. That's the computer one. The other one...
I think it's the same thing, but for the other...
Okay, other type, security, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess I will look for the communications port on the droid, since I actually have some skill at that, but I won't do anything to it. I'll just look so I can find it, point it out to Lan.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh.
So you dig around, and this one looks... It at least looks a little bit... Lan said that the other one wasn't in a good shape, that you think this one might be a little bit better. I mean, you're not super sure what you're looking for, but just kind of looking it over, it looks that you think Lan can do something with it.
Well, I don't know much about these things, but this one might have what you're looking for. It's a little charred, but it's a little burnt, but I'm sure the inside's still good. Just dust it off. And then I think that's it for him.
All right, Lan.
All right, Lan's gonna walk over and see if he can make something out of this bucket of bolts.
Okay, so you go in and try to get into the droid, to get into its communication, and hopefully send out a call to stand down from the other security droids. So give me a slicers kit check. Dak, you're assisting with that, correct?
Well, I don't have a proficiency. I basically just gotta use my guidance thing.
You have slicers kit check though, don't you? Or slicers kit, or not?
Oh, yep. Wait,
I I have it down
I
that you do.
You are correct. I do.
Okay, so
I was
Land's
thinking.
gonna need it.
I was thinking pure technology. Yeah. Okay.
Give me one more check, Land. There it is. Nice. All right. So Dak has come in, and with his assistance, you're able to tap into the droid's communication system and attempt to send out a signal that, I guess, what's your signal that you send out?
Stand down. Intruders neutralized.
There's a moment, and then eventually the reply comes back into a binary, but you would understand. It says, acknowledged, standing down, going back to post. And then
Find a
quick
way to throw them off or something.
moment
Get
after
'em to
that,
go.
you do see the red light, flashing lights go off.
Lan turns to Dak and Valen and says, "Well, I think we're okay for now, but we should probably find what we're looking for and get the heck out of here."
Can you? I don't know. Is it possible to rip that comm unit out of this thing and take it with us?
Yeah. Can I like scrap the droid and bring as much as I can carry?
You can try. You think it? Yeah. Give me a technology check.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know if it's like a little like communicator box built into him, or if it's like wired in and be like impossible.
While they're doing that,
it's gonna be tough to pull it out in any functional sort. I mean, this thing was pretty beat up, so you could pull something out, but it's not gonna be necessarily usable.
Yeah, you can carry him on your back like 3PO on Chewbacca.
Yeah, exactly. Lance sitting there like trying to pull the head off of the thing or figure it out, and he's just like, we don't have time to scrap this thing. We gotta move.
All right, let's start getting in here to these thermal detonator lines. See if we can figure out what's going on.
while they were doing that, I wanted to use a trauma kit to patch them up a bit.
The
For each one of
droids?
them. No.
Oh,
Dak
okay.
and Lan. Yeah, no, the droids are scrap.
That's fine.
Okay, so it's 1d6 plus 9. So this one will be for Dak.
Nice. Look at these sixes.
Save that one for.
This one for Lan. Yeah, he probably needed it more.
Hey,
oh well, hell.
the sixes are broken
not?
tonight apparently. Jeez.
Yeah,
Hold on, let's test it.
when I roll them, I rolled 4s back to back.
Yeah. God, how
Yeah,
many
broken.
nat 20s did you have the other night, Dak?
All of them.
Oh my God, this is
Okay,
ridiculous.
so I can roll something besides a 4 on the 6.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right.
All right. So taking care of the security forces here in the thermal detonator area. You now are left into the mostly quiet, large room of this facility, with not much else going on before you. You don't see anything. The line is empty. There's not any parts or components or whatnot. And it would, you assume, likely because they've taken that stuff away so that, you know, a droid couldn't get reprogrammed, nudge nudge wink wink, that couldn't get reprogrammed to come in here and steal components to the detonators or whatever else. So during this kind of shutdown evacuation, that's one thing they do, is they take all those components away. But beyond that, yeah, you look around and don't see anything else of note. Give me investigation checks. All right, Lan and Dak licking their wounds, just kind of admiring their kills of these droids. And Valen is focused on the task and looking around the facility. And you notice down the way that there is you see a a hatch that looks to be. You notice a little hatch in the floor down towards one end of the line that looks like it potentially goes deeper into the facility.
Valen will point it out to him and be like, well, there, you look over in the corner, you can barely see it. It's kind of faint, but there's a hatch built into the ground. I'll say, if I was going to blow this place up and I couldn't use the materials here, the next best place would be right under the building itself. Maybe we should give that a look? And this time, Lan, you can check and make sure the alarm is fully disabled?
Valen, your thoughts, your comments are interrupted by a beep on your comm link.
I'll take it. Yeah.
It's a message comes in from Narama, and he says, just letting you know that it seems there have been 2 other groups attempting to gain access to the facility. They have not yet, but it is only a matter of time. I'm not sure who they are, but as soon as I do, my people know, I will let you know.
Alright, thanks for letting us know. Roger, roger.
Well, it's
I'll relay that to the group. I'm sure they probably heard it.
so let's keep moving then. Sounds like time is of the essence here.
Do we not want to search that hatch?
And that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Keep moving from standing here. Yeah, go to the hatch.
Yeah. We need to get out of here. This is the hot zone.
Alrighty.
Jack was really looking forward to some thermal detonators laying around that he could grab too. He's pretty disappointed to see that the factory line is empty.
Alrighty. I need to step aside for a quick second, guys. So if you guys need to take a quick break, let's go ahead and do that real quick. I know we're almost to the end, but and then we'll come back and go from here.
Sounds good. catch up on my notes.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just read that link that Landon sent over. So the Pabst whiskey is made by New Holland Brewing.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah, that's my area.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, what do I have? I thought I have something of theirs. Actually, yeah, they're
Yeah, no, I've had some-
Knickerbocker. So they have a restaurant in Grand Rapids, the Knickerbocker, and then they make their like Knickerbocker. I don't know if they have a Knickerbocker line, but they have a gin at least, and it's super good. One of my favorites. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I feel like I've had some New Holland stuff before, but I can't remember what it was.
They make dragon's milk, if you know of that.
That's the
Like
one.
beer, yeah. It's disgusting. I'm not a fan, but they've got they make a bunch of variations on it as well. Got the
Oh, that's right. 'Cause they just came out with the Dragon's Milk
like
bourbon, I think.
maybe, yeah. They do barrel aged stuff, yeah. They have their Ichabod is their pumpkin beer, and that's my in the fall. That's my favorite.
Nice.
Those, but yeah.
Yeah, Dragon's Milk bottled. Yeah, I remember. I think getting like an email or something on Instagram. I saw something like on Instagram or something like, "Hey, we just released it, and you could pre-order it." And yeah, they're bottled and bond bourbon. Yeah, it's all part of the Dragon's Milk line. Yeah, I can't remember when I had the beer if I liked it or not.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, we had it like one time with like we had a 6-pack and with like it was in the summer and with pizza, and it was just not a good combination. Like I don't know what. Yeah, it was just. Oh no, it was bad.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be one like.
But it just even then, it's just because I like stouts and stuff. You know, I think it's kind of in that category, kind of. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like feels like a early fall evening, kind of a cool night, kind of a thing, not a hot with pizza kind of a beer.
I wish, and actually I know that Foundry doesn't do table imports yet either. We got to figure that out. But I was just thinking of the food and drink stuff. I know Valen, we kind of talked about some of that stuff before, but just be so nice to have like food and drink tables.
Oh.
You know, just to have that stuff on hand. Like I've got it in a document somewhere hidden away, but just to be like, what's on the menu, and then just like, boom, this. But
oh right, yeah.
You know, like anyway.
At least with our Deadlands game, it's like real stuff. It's easier to figure out.
Right.
Like, it's not Star Wars version of food. It's just regular American food.
Yep. So, alrighty. All right, we're all back. So, okay, so you guys are in the facility in the thermal detonator line, and Valen has just pointed out a little hatch in the floor that looks to be some kind of significant access point deeper to the facility. And he pointed out that, you know, likely if they're going to take this out, they would maybe do it underneath. So you guys are heading over that way.
Before we went over there, I was gonna ask, stretching out with the force, can Valen feel any sort of like trap or something? Not necessarily like if there is anything there, but just is there a danger sense from over that way?
Do you have danger sense?
I do not, which is why I'm asking.
Yeah, as you reach out, you don't really get much. Yeah, you can't really sense anything. I mean, from the floor or whatnot, it's, you know, it's, if anything's there, you know, it's going to be mechanical or electronic, and that's not necessarily something you'd pick up on, really.
No.
So
this is probably more Land's territory.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Land on the shoulder and give him.
It should be at least
guidance. Be like, you think you can knock this one out of the park?
I can try.
All right, go Pod Racer, go.
You fill me with such confidence, Lan.
All right, so
If it makes you feel any better, I'll stand closer to it in case something goes wrong.
first
I'll
give me
protect you, Dak.
First, give me an investigation check, Lan, as you check out this hatch door. All right. So looking around, you are able to find that it looks like there is something kind of connected to this hatch that likely will trigger upon opening. And it does look like something that you potentially could disable.
Remember, Lan, if you find anything and you need some assistance, I still have those spikes. They're for
This
us
is
to use.
not a... So... It does not look technological in nature. There's a little bit of a technology to it, but it looks to be more of a, you know, demolitions type situation.
Oh.
Oh, I'm a bit out of my depth.
As am I. Let's see, they teach us at the academy to run away from explosives, not towards them, so... Not really my area of expertise. What about you, Dak?
Nope.
So, someone can attempt either straight intelligence check to disable this, or sleight of hand.
I'll try sleight of hand.
So my sleight of hand's a 4.
You do have guidance, so...
I've got +5 for sleight of hand. Let's see.
Throw your guidance on there.
And a d6.
All
Oh,
right.
it's D6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, kneeling down with confidence, Lan steps up to the hatch and begins trying to deactivate whatever type of mechanism is attached to this thing, and you're very confident that you were able to disable this and that there won't be any issue to go ahead and you know, as you open that up.
Lan heaves the hatch open, and as he's doing so, says, "Lan Jolt, shockingly effective at disabling explosives, apparently. Now let's get down here."
As good catchphrase use, Lan. I'll give you an inspo for that.
Because you're gonna need it.
As you look
Oh,
down
yeah.
into the hatch, you see that there's this tube, a little bit of a ladder that seems to go, you know, down, and then it bends off to the left there as you do that. Everyone give me perception checks, please.
Yeah. Oh.
Right. Dak just not paying attention at all to anything. He's just scanning the room still for detonator parts. And Lan, as you look to maybe, you know, start making your trek down into this tunnel, something catches your ear, whatever a Duros ear is, and you turn around and you notice that somewhere down the line, like quite a ways down the production line, a panel has lifted up. Some hinged panel has lifted up, and you see this and you notice that a figure is climbing out. As you turn and focus, you see a female stepping out with short dark hair, and looks like she has something. She's, you know, arm up, looks like there's some kind of a bundle under her arm. She sees you all, and she raises up a blaster. "Death to the unbelievers!" And then she fires a shot.
I just don't think he's that good of a musician. God.
She does not. Seemingly, she misses all of you wildly, but you quickly realize that she was not aiming for you. Rather, she was shooting at something nearby that has seemed to set off a security security system here within the facility. She then turns and gets ready to, dodge and dive in between the various crates and components, computers, stations, running away, trying to escape out of here. You, all of a sudden, you begin to hear the sounds of the line and components whir to life. That's what it sounds like. But then all of a sudden, a pair of blaster cannons drop from the ceiling and pivot towards you. Give me dexterity saves from each of you, please. DC 13.
Yeah.
All right.
Valen's taking no chances. He was ready.
I guess you have danger sense after all.
I have the force.
So all but Dak are able to get out of the way.
Dak's too distracted by the female running off. He's like, "Hey."
All right, so Dak, whopping 5 points of energy damage. The other 2 points as you dive out of the way and mostly avoid this here. So a chase has begun as this female is running away and you all need to get after her. So we're round 1 on the chase. Let me get, just to keep track of things here. Your fastest person in the group is not here today. How convenient, huh?
Oh, but I can cast Burst of Speed on myself.
Does that basically, what does that give you?
That I've got it somewhere.
I think that one's just like a flat 10 increase to your speed.
And what is
Right.
the, is it an action to do so? I can look it up, I guess.
At third level, I can cast Burst of Speed, Force Power. I think it's an action. Yeah, I basically can do it without using any force points.
Oh.
And it gives me, an extra 10 feet of,
Burst of speed, the level 1?
Yes.
Okay. Increases by 10 feet, and that is for an hour? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's very helpful. So, you all have... given your base speed of 30 feet, no bonus to your chase modifier. If you had something like, like Krellin as an operative has dash as a bonus action, then he can utilize that, and that would gain him advantage. And he also has 35 feet of movement, so every 5 feet over 30 gives him +4 to his roll. So Dak, you'll have to spend an action to cast your power. So that's going to be your initial round. And so you can then I gotta check something quick because you still can do your regular movement, because generally this implies that you guys are using your actions to dash as well, to cover the full ground. So I'll have to
Would it help if I could lower our target speed? So if I use a rhyme shot and I landed that's supposed to have the target speed. Would that affect the mechanics of the chase if I use my action for that?
Yeah, definitely. How long does that last?
Check. I think it's until their next turn.
And what is your range? You got like a sniper or something, right? You got some pretty good range on your weapons.
Yeah, it's insane range, but they changed the power. It's now a slowed level.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I think it goes down 5 feet.
And I guess along that same line, if I could use like a power to send her back our way, so that it basically kills whatever movement she made, would that work too? Like force throw her back 30 feet
What's your range on
towards
it?
us? 90 feet
Okay.
casting range.
She's pretty far away.
Okay.
She is currently 3 gaps away from you guys. You guys need to get basically remove the gaps.
Something I'm supposed to see?
What's that?
Is there something I'm supposed to see
Nope.
on the battle map? Okay.
Nope. I was just gonna put if you guys actually, I'll just do this.
So I looked, one slowed level's 15 feet reduction in speed, so it's half speed if you have a base of 30.
Okay.
We doing initiative?
Sure. It'll do, you know, not much else other than help us keep track of our order, but actually I did have
And remind me, the movement speed increase to phase walk is just a one-time thing, right? It's the opportunity attack avoidance that persists for the full minute
on what, night speed?
on phase walk or phase strike. Sorry,
phase strike. I think you gain the speed the full time. What's the thing again?
Can I? Because if that's the case, then I guess it'd actually be better for Dak to do that as a bonus action and then use my action to dash and keep up, and then just get a full extra 30.
Strike. Phase strike.
Mm-hmm.
Till the power ends, your movement doesn't. That's what it is. Until your movement ends. Okay.
Okay, then it's once before.
The opportunity
okay, so the 30
attack
feet
is the thing that goes. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to. Well, yeah, you would get 30 feet for one specific turn.
All right, I'll stick with my original plan then.
Okay.
That we were talking about.
All right, let me check. Okay, so top of the round, she's gonna go and let's see. I think it's on your guys' turn. Yeah. So round 1. I'll go with Lan. Give me a D12, please. Alrighty. So, as she begins rushing off, you guys look to pursue her. You guys hear a hissing noise from all around you, and all of a sudden, this noxious cloud begins to fill some of the area. Everyone, please give me Constitution saving throws. Alrighty, all but Lan passed on that. 1, 2, missing 1. Who am I missing? Nope, never mind. There's 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, Lan, you unfortunately the cloud of fumes gets to you, and it just makes you start retching for the round. So that's going to set you back and give you disadvantage on your check to for the chase.
Okay.
For this round. So that is where we're at with that. And then I just wanted to check that for Dak. Okay, so she will roll. Let me roll her check for the pursuant. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so 12 is the target number. Now this actually, and I need Lan, you are up. Give me a just give me a D. Let's do a D4. Looking for even or odds here. Okay, odd. On an odd, you have to make a. You get to use your dexterity. Dexterity for this check. You're rushing through obstacles and jumping through. So you don't have any bonuses to this. You mentioned you wanting to use an action. If you want to use an action, and this would go for Dak and whoever else as well, you guys are trying to close a gap. If you meet or beat her number, the 12 in this case, then you maintain your position. She is currently 3 gaps ahead of you. Go ahead and we'll put say something like that. Okay, so she's currently 3 gaps ahead of you guys. If you meet the number or beat it, you maintain your gap. Like, you don't lose anything. If you beat her number by 5, then you gain a gap. So you'll gain a position. If you fail and you lose, then you lose a gap and you go down. She pulls away. So with an action, you can lose 1 gap if you want to cast an action, and then roll. You automatically lose 1 gap, and then you potentially lose a second when you roll the contested check. And you can't close a gap when you use an action. So that's the trade-off here, is if you want to, stop and cast an action, she's kind of getting away. You still have to make your check, but yeah, that would be.
You said every 5 feet plus or over 30 counts as a plus what?
+4.
So I'll have a +8 with 10 feet of extra.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I also realized too I have second wind, so maybe I can just do that to burn that to cast it as my action and still have my full regular action.
Second win.
Or not second wind, action surge.
Oh, okay.
I always mix those up because the word second always
Yeah.
second action. But yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that would be allowed. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that's fine. So, all right, we're up. Lan, we're up to you. Go ahead and you guys turn and you see Lan. He's violently throwing up. As you guys felt the queasiness, but you were able to shrug it off. But Lan takes off running. Just beautiful image here.
Puking Duros just running down.
leaving a wonderful path for you guys to follow in. Lan, so give me a straight dexterity check at disadvantage to try and catch this person.
I knew I shouldn't have ordered those meatballs.
All right, very nice. So despite your condition, you are able to at least maintain position. You don't gain anything, but you don't lose, so you do pretty good there. All right, we next come up to Dak. Dak, you are up. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so I will action surge and cast that use my growing momentum power to cast burst of speed on myself.
Okay, what's the growing momentum? Is that just
that's the fighter. That's the ability that lets me cast it for free.
Okay.
Basically, and then now I will chase after.
Give me a D4 as well to see kind of what your path looks like as you run forward. All right, odd. So that is also a dexterity check for you.
Okay.
So straight dexterity. So your dexterity check +4, or sorry, we'll add +8 to that, and yeah, since you had your extra action, you won't lose anything. All right, nice. So you gain 1 gap as you succeed there. Once you are within 1 gap, then they would be in probably better in range, Valen, for like powers and things like that. So, and then when you get when you're right there, you can attempt to, an attack or a grapple or things like that. Yeah. All right, Valen.
I'm gonna get you.
Okay,
I'm coming
so
for you.
I think at this point he's just better off dashing and chasing after her. So is that a
So give me a D4 first.
D4? Gotcha.
All right, even. So you just find a path that it's clean and straightforward, but that's going to be a strength check for you.
Oh, shit.
So clean and straightforward. You have to
I wish it
use
was
your
the
almighty
dex check.
strength.
Strength, my one weakness.
All right. So unfortunately, you actually you fall behind. You like don't gain any ground, and
Slip and slide on
you
Found a dead end.
Duro's puke.
Yep.
What a wonderful smell I've discovered. Take my hand that I've slipped in and wipe it off on some piece of machinery. It's like, ugh.
All right. Back to the top, and the runner is going to go and try and set her distance. Actually, first, Dak, give me a D12. Two. All right. So, the cannons that had shot at you earlier come out, and they shoot some more shots of blaster fire towards all of you, including the female you're pursuing. So, everyone, give me dexterity saves once again. All right, you guys are all good. She actually will not succeed. And so she will take... Ooh. 10 points of damage. Alright, and then her turn for the... Okay. So she gets hit a couple times with the blast of fire, but then gets up and then is able to... Actually, I won't need to roll the d4 as well, so I might redo this. Odd. Okay, dexterity, we're good. So, 17's your target number. Lan, we come to you.
Okay. Do I need to roll another d4?
Yes. All right, even. So you find a clear area that is just rushing forward. So strength check for this one.
Okay.
All right, this is you just are not able to really push yourself, despite having the open area, and you unfortunately lose a gap on the person you're chasing. All right.
I've got to catch a breather after all that vomiting.
Dak, you're up. All right, so Dak finds a clear run himself and gets a D20, adding 8 to that for a 28 massive boost. So you gain on the female ahead of you. She's very close. And Valen.
Okay, so same thing. He's just gonna keep running. 4.
I think I'm getting on my...
So that is dexterity.
Is it a save?
Nope, it is just a strength, or sorry, dexterity check, straight dexterity.
Is that what you're saying, Dak?
No, so I'm glad I get all my good rolls on when it's just you have to like pass a a number
Yeah.
like 12. Oh, roll a
Valen
20.
he needs to catch up to this woman, so he's gonna use his Corellian stubbornness, which is what I call defiant.
She, hers is actually, let's see.
Oh, that was 17.
Oh, actually, it should have probably been higher, but you're fine. Yeah, nope, it is 17, sorry.
He's just gonna try to push through. He's like, I gotta get her, I gotta get her. Roll a d4. Boom.
All right, you maintain your position. You do not lose anything.
Okay. So how do we gain? We beat
By
it?
5, you have to beat her number by 5.
Beat it by 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way I was doing that.
All right, Valen, give me a d12.
Oh no. Sorry, boys.
Alrighty. Oops, slippery floor.
God damn it.
Everyone needs to give me dexterity checks.
Well, I'll take dexterity checks over most other things.
How much did you throw up, Lan? Just a check or
Yes.
save?
Do saves if it does anything. So just add any extra you would have to your checks. Valen, you probably aren't going to be able to. That's not going to make any difference. Lance,
I think I only get a +2 anyway. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my human defiant on my here.
Dak.
Get
Okay.
15.
Yeah. Good, Dak. That helps, pushes you over. She is fine as well. As you guys find some slick spots, and but Dak and the runner are able to catch, but unfortunately Lan and Valen slip and fall. So you will be at disadvantage on your checks as you have to get yourself back up. So she's going to go ahead and make her, let's see, find her odd, so dexterity. 20. Got some legs. Land.
Let's see. So this is
Roll a d4. All right, dexterity check, and you're at disadvantage.
okay. Dexterity check, not save, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So unfortunately, you're gonna lose as she pulls away a little bit, as it took time for you to stand up and try and gain some ground. Dak. All right, dexterity for you. Very nice. Plus your 8, you are actually going to gain. So you catch up. You are right there within one gap. You can, you definitely be close enough to make an attack. Let me see.
True to form, Dak is the expert woman chaser. When he needs a good roll, that's when he's chasing after a woman that just tried to shoot him.
Where 2 gaps? Okay, so yeah, she's like within 30 feet of you, Dak. Okay.
Okay.
Valen.
Okay. What's her thing that I've got to do?
So
I'll do the d4 first, but it's like what, 20?
even? Yeah,
20.
and you have to roll a strength check now at disadvantage.
Strength check at disadvantage, and I have to hit a 20 with the 0 modifier. This is
2 nat 20s. Come on.
And that's just to maintain my position?
correct, actually.
It's just not happening. Hey,
Hey,
well,
holy shit.
that was close.
Holy shit. That's awesome. All right,
This is
I'm gonna give
really
it to
pissed
you.
off.
You're maintaining your position. I gotta give that to you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you should have.
That's damn good.
Slipping on stuff and the
Alrighty,
smell and
let's
dead
go
end.
back to, yeah, I'm gonna leave it in your guys' hands. Lan, give me a D12. Alright, I like it when they're all new and unique.
I think we had like a 1, 2, a 4, and a 5. We're just going right up the numbers.
Everyone give me wisdom saves, please.
Forgot to turn off my disadvantage, but I think the 23.
Yep, you're fine. Alright, so, all but Dak, well, you guys see security guards appear out in front of each of you unexpectedly. Dak, you you believe this is definitely real. The rest of you all realize that it is simply a projection. But Dak, as this figure comes out, you react to it and you dive out of the way. Unfortunately, hitting into a heavy computer console. Taking 5 points of kinetic damage as you tumble hard into this, trying to dodge out of the way. Alright, and then she is up, and that will give you disadvantage on your check as well as you recover from that. She continues forward with a 19. Lan. Dexterity check. Nice. So you gain some ground.
Finally.
All right, Dak.
So you said I'm within, I guess, range now, but how does that work? Because every time I use my action to catch up, I don't have an action then to grapple or grab, right?
Yeah, so you let's see, you close the gap and you'd have to be like within her range. Like, so if you basically, if you on your turn right now, if you close the gap, there's like from here, then you would be right there to attempt the grab.
Okay, so I can attempt that as like a free thing. It's not like my next action.
Yep,
I
I'll
don't
say
go
that,
again until
yeah.
after she's run away. So I was
Yep.
like, this will be like a never-ending
Yeah.
cycle. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. So I'll do my.
Alright, so that's strength for you. And it's at disadvantage. But you still have the +8. Alright, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 21. So you maintain your position.
Okay.
So you're still kind of where you're at. Valen.
Okay, D4. So that's strength.
Even, yes, strength.
Okay.
Alright, you keep falling behind. Alright.
So how far back is she, like in feet? Would I be able to tell?
Well, she's gained a ton of ground on you.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Because I have phase walk, but I don't know how much that's gonna matter if we're dashing and I keep falling behind. Like
Phase
this.
walk is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
How much does
Jumps
that
to
give
30
you?
feet.
30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm so far behind
That
that there's no
will-
way I'm catching up.
That will gain you a gap.
That'll gain a gap.
Yep, if you
How many
use
gaps
phase
am
walk,
How many gaps am I?
well, you're a good like 5+.
Yeah.
behind. So you'll gain a gap, and then you would still have your action to dash and whatnot. So if you want, you can either bonus action use it now on this turn, and then basically you don't lose that gap.
Do I see that Dak is close? Or does Valen
Yeah.
see that Dak's like close?
Yep.
I think he'll probably hold on and just try to keep maintaining.
Okay. All right.
And
So-
we're automatically dashing, right?
Yes. Yep. That's
Okay,
the
okay.
assumption. Yep.
You said something there, and I was like, hold on. I thought we were dashing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
So
no, that's...
Dak, I think you're up next for the D12.
Nope. Alrighty. Whoops.
Rocks
All
fall,
right.
everybody dies.
I think we did the one already before, so yeah.
We got another one to
Another
keep it fun.
blast of noxious fumes come out. You hear the hissing, and Lan, your stomach retches as you know what's potentially coming. So everyone, Constitution save, please. All right, you guys knew kind of what was coming. You were able to shrug it off. Lan, it's close. It's really close. You feel it, but you're able to shove it down, and you're able to resist this time around. You're not even sure you'd have anything inside to throw up anyway, as it is. Unfortunately for the runner, it gets to her, and she just... Dak, you're right behind her, and then all of a sudden you just see her kind of like lean over, and she's still trying to run, but she starts throwing up as well. So she's going to be at disadvantage on her check here, and that will be a even for strength, an 8. So should be able to definitely make up some ground here. Lan, you're up.
Okay.
Well, don't speak so soon, Todd.
So I guess by default I'll maintain. I can't lose any ground here.
Yeah, that's true. All right, dexterity check, Lan. Nice. Yeah, so you definitely gained some ground there. Over to Lan. Do you have the tech power phase walk, whatever it's called, teleport or something?
Nah, I
Okay.
don't.
Alrighty. Dak.
Alrighty. Yeah, I can't type 1d4.
All right, strength check. All right, 18. So you catch up to her. You are there as she's, slow down a bit, and she's just retching. You can go ahead and, if you want, can go ahead and make a grapple. If you would like.
Instead of, well, I guess maybe from a mechanic standpoint, maybe grapple makes most sense. I was thinking like a force push to like knock her down, but I don't know if it'd be the same type of result as a grapple.
Yeah, like the grapple, you're gonna grab onto her. The push is, yeah, potentially gonna. Yeah. Hey,
You could injure her.
push and pull.
not
Does that is it push and pull?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I was thinking.
Because you can actually pull her, right?
I thought you had throw.
Or is it
Oh,
throw
that's true.
that?
I could. Yeah, it's force push pull. You.
That one actually you wouldn't be able to do, because push and pull is just for an object, not a person, right? Or is it?
No, you can
Oh, you
do
can.
it
like
on
creatures and objects.
Yeah, you can do it on creatures. They just don't move very far.
Tiny, small, medium can be moved to 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So 5 feet. So
Hey, I can just try the.
Yeah.
grapple. Strength isn't necessarily my strong suit, so I was trying to think from a grappling standpoint. I'm not the greatest.
right. Yeah. Basically, what the force pull or push would do, like if you pulled her back 5 feet, that would reduce. That would give her a -4 on her check to run away.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be the effect there. So not
Okay.
really.
All right,
yeah.
I'll try the grapple then.
Okay. So
Or that's an athletics, isn't it,
athletics
actually?
check, yes.
Okay.
All right, here she goes. She tries to get out of the way, and 7. She will not. She's feeling it from the noxious fumes, and you are able to go and grab onto her, and she's not able to slip away. She sits and she struggles. She says, "Let me go now." So you have a grip on her. She turns towards you, and you do see she puts up her hand, and she kind of like points her hand towards you, trying to do like a, you would recognize this as, it seems like she's trying to manipulate the force towards you, but nothing happens. All right, so with you holding on, the rest of you guys can begin catching up, huffing your way down. And at this point, she struggles a bit, Dak, but she seems to kind of essentially admit defeat, and she just stands there as you have a hold on to her.
And she's still carrying something, right?
Yep.
Okay.
She seems a bit defeated and whatnot, and just kind of sits there and doesn't really say much. The other 2 of you, Lan and Valen, you eventually catch up, huffing and puffing, as you get down there to meet with Dak and this person that ran away.
Right. Dak will take his blaster out and keep it trained on her. If she tries anything funny, any more of that hand wavy nonsense, or tries to get up and run, just say, "What's in the package?"
She just kind of shrugs. She doesn't really say anything. Valen, as you show up, as you arrive here at the interrogation party, if you will, she gives you quite the scowl and says, "Dirty Jedi, death to the unbelievers."
I'm not an unbeliever. I've been doing this my entire life.
And she reaches out towards you as well, kind of doing this force, grip or something, and nothing happens.
Nothing?
Dak will just fire a blaster bolt, like, not at them, but like past them, like, cut that out.
Give me an intimidation check.
I want to check something here too while he's doing that.
Yeah, she definitely reacts to that a little bit, and kind of just, sulks a little bit.
The package, whatever she was carrying, is it like a box, or you said it was kind of like a bundle? What does it look like?
Yeah, as you get up closer, it is essentially, it is a bundle. It's like, it looks like something wrapped up in like, I don't know, space bubble wrap or something like that.
Okay. You say,
You can't see what's in it. You just see that it's something wrapped up.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one more time. What's in the package there? You were in such a hurry to get out of here with.
She says, I don't know. I was just told to take this and get out of here.
Told by whom?
She said, by the believers, of course.
Ah, of course. It's like, well, I think you know by now, we're not gonna let you walk out of here with it. So why don't you hand it over to us? Let us take care of it. And you can probably walk away from it.
Valen, give me a dexterity save.
No. That bitch trying to steal my lightsaber?
She just throws the package at you, and you bobble it, and it hits the ground.
Uh-oh. Well, I didn't mean like that. You could have handed it off. So he'll take a look down at it. Like, did it come out of the wrap or anything? Or do I see
The wrap
anything?
has unfolded a little bit, but it's
Okay.
still, you can't see what's inside yet.
Okay. I guess Valen will kneel down and try to keep the wrap on, or at least like not disturb it any more than it's been disturbed. And then I'll bring it over to get Dax on her. I'll bring it to Lan since he's not occupied watching her. I'll be like, do you happen to recognize what this might be?
Are you
Something
unwrapping it? Did you say?
Not yet.
Okay. So yeah, I mean,
You can't really tell.
yeah, it's just
okay.
yeah.
Be like, all right, maybe I should turn my back to the rest of the group. He'll turn around and just slowly unwrap it,
Okay.
just in case.
You do, and you eventually find, this is very well wrapped, luckily, given that, she caught you off guard with her toss. And, but eventually you get to, within the wrapping, finding a vial of a greenish gas that immediately strikes you as familiar to that what you saw in Tilness. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
You do notice though that there's something a little bit different about this vial. It's slightly darker green than what you remember the other one.
Wasn't the other one blue? Or was that the byproduct that came out?
You know what? I think it was actually.
Yeah, I think at one point you said it was blue, then I think the next session you came back and said, no, it was actually supposed to be green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to check, because I feel like, yeah, either I misspoke or it said that, but who knows?
I just thought that would have been like the delivery mechanism, just like
right,
whatever they
potentially,
was
but
blue
no, I
goo.
think it was. I think because I do remember. I think the ones later when you guys found the box with the tubes in it, those were definitely in green. I remember that.
Yeah.
So must have just misspoke. But
So would I know intuitively whether my my biochemist kit would be like a better way to protect this vial?
yeah, you probably definitely have some
Something
things
that
to
would at least
kind
give
of
it an added layer of protection.
Yeah.
I guess Dax
Okay.
gonna keep his blaster leveled at the True Believer,
Yeah.
and kind of just say, Valen, what's in the package?
And Valen's not going to respond right away. He's just getting out, very methodically getting out the biochemist kit, taking all the precautions, and putting it safely in there and sealing it all back up. And then I'll take that wrap and put it around my kit, I guess. Extra layer protection, and then he'll set that back, and I'll just tell him, it's exactly what you think it is. More of that stuff we found on Tilness. I've got it safe here. So, I guess the real question is, where were you supposed to go with this?
She just says, I just felt like there was people coming after me and I had to get out of here.
Where were you going to run to? Nowhere?
Just away.
And what were you going to do with this thing? Like, did you even have a plan?
I'm just trying to get rid of those Karites. And hopefully you
Why?
Jedi are next.
Yeah,
What do you
well, I
have? What
wouldn't
do you have
count
against
on that.
What do you have against the Karites?
What doesn't anyone have against the Karites?
They're living creatures. You don't just murder living creatures just because. There's usually a reason behind it.
They're a plague
most
to the
crit-
system.
In what
Unless
way?
you've only been here a matter of days, you should know the history of the Mediterranean cartel here in Kularn.
And you're a Darksider, aren't you? I can feel the taint on you. You think you people are any better in this galaxy than them? They at least are just being themselves.
Give me a
You people know better and choose not to know better.
Valen, give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
You sense no force sensitivity in this individual at all.
So she's just throwing her hand out and
Right, yeah.
All right.
You might have seen, you know, some confidence in her when she's attempted that, and she, you know, maybe followed by confusion that it didn't seem to do anything, but you know that it's because she's actually not force sensitive.
So I think Valen's gonna keep that one to himself for just a little bit. Does it look like she knows that she's?
No,
She
she's more
knows she's not?
confused.
She
Yeah, she's
thinks
more
she is?
confused. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one to myself. Play that card later. Just be like, well, I guess everybody has
She
their
just says,
viewpoint on.
yeah, she continues and says, I was just escaping the facility below. People were after us.
Who?
I don't know. I just ran.
Were these Karaites that you hate so much?
Could have been.
You never stopped to get a look at them? Or they just start firing and didn't give you enough time?
There was smoke, there was shouting, and people just said that we needed to get out.
Okay.
And this was a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to continue this chat, but perhaps somewhere else outside of this facility would be better suited.
She just doesn't really say anything.
If that's your call, I'm with you.
I'm just thinking, because didn't we? I mean, basically, we're under the impression this facility was like being set up to be destroyed, right?
Right.
I guess I'm thinking probably don't want to be here when that happens.
Well, I guess the question then is she the one that was trying to destroy it, or is that somebody else? I guess, because we would know intuitively, probably, that, I mean, she's out here running with this thing going somewhere. That maybe they're the ones that got the transmission, but we wouldn't know that for sure.
Give me perception checks all around.
Thanks. She's actually being chased by someone. I don't want to stand here and let them catch us.
All right,
No,
Lan
but
and
we don't have a
Dak,
choice.
you guys do get. She kind of mentioned this, but you do begin to smell a little bit of smoke or something. Kind of a burning smell.
Okay.
Well, the Force isn't really telling me anything in particular, so I don't really know where to go here. Guess I'll trust your intuition, Dak, if you got any bright ideas. She probably needs to be knocked out, though. She's a liability.
Well, I don't know about the Force, but my nose is telling me that this place is liable to blow or light up, and you know, I'm no demolitions expert neither, but I don't want to be here when that happens.
Me either. But is there a way we can? We came here to stop it. Is there a way we can get those droids, maybe, to go back and find them?
Well, those droids didn't seem to be amenable to chats, but I suppose we could get outside and talk to those guards. They seemed a little bit more reasonable.
Good idea. All right, what do we do with her?
Lan, you got your binders, right?
Yeah, Land pulls some binders out of his pack and puts them on her.
Give me insight checks, please.
All of us?
Yeah. All right, Valen. You think that she's not telling you everything about what was underground. But you get a sense that, you know, she wasn't. It's not hard to tell that she's, you know, she's definitely, you know, got that annoyed individual going on attitude, but
She
yeah.
wants to speak to the manager, kind of a thing.
No, not that. Just she just doesn't, you know, she's just not gonna give any information.
I'll be like, well, I'm just gonna kind of look at Dak and Lan and kind of give a wink, little nudge in the force, and an eye wink. Be like, well, maybe she'd learn and tell us a bit more about everything if we brought her back down there and she gives us a tour of the place. What do you think, fellas?
There's definitely a shift in expression of her face that says she does not want that.
Oh, look, she doesn't want to go back down there. Like, well, I'll make you a deal. I was like, I'm a Jedi. And I hold out the lightsaber. Like, and you are not. So here's the deal. I don't like killing. I don't have a reason to kill you, and I don't want to kill you. Unlike you, I actually cherish life and seek to preserve it. So I'll make you a deal. You tell us everything that you know, and come with us, and then at a reasonable point, we will let you go to do whatever, run wherever it is you were gonna run to. You're not taking any weapons with you, but we'll let you go. You'll have your life and your freedom. It's more than most people would ever offer you. And all in exchange, all we want is to know what's back the way you came and what's going on down there.
She hangs her head and she says, I'm here to kill the Karaites. I'm here to rule the galaxy. And I will do so. And she like pulls up her hand again to make like a force grip gesture again. And then you can see that she's frustrated that nothing seems to be happening.
Dak just goes,
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we tell what she's trying to do? Does it, like, is she throwing it at me so I can
just kind of out. Yeah. She says, sorry. Yeah, she says, there's just a lab facility down there. Honestly, I don't know what, you know, goes on other than I believe they're producing, and she gestures towards the vial.
why is the lab on fire, and who was down there that you were running away from?
It's remnants of recent battle, recent fight. Those dirty Karaites found us.
So the Karaites have been tracking you down, and they found your secret lab?
Seems so.
It's starting to sound like someone's doing this job for us. Oh.
What do you know about the signal from I can't remember if it's like a station or what it was that's above
The
planet?
research, yeah, a
Yeah,
research,
yeah.
yeah. This is,
Yeah, so what do
she
you
just
know-
looks at you. You can see on her face. She's like, as you begin even asking, she's confused. She's like, I don't know. They came in, and I just survival kicked in. I had to get out of there, and I grabbed one of these vials. I feel that it's important in our quest to take over the galaxy.
Are there more of these vials down there?
Potentially, if any survived.
If any survived. Were there some when you left, beyond the one you had?
Yes.
I'll turn to Dagonland and give him a look of like, I don't like that at all. I think we probably have to go down there at least to make sure that stuff's gone. I wouldn't feel right walking away and leaving that stuff for someone to find. Plus, who knows what the Karaites will do if they get a hold of it.
Lan turns off his holocam and says, look, I mean, if we go down there, we might not come back out. You saw what happened to old Kobas. So I'm wondering if we should cut bait and leave with this lady here and give her to Narama, or if we really do need to go down into the depths. But either way, I'll follow where you two want to go.
Well, Dak, what do you think?
Well, I mean, if we're smelling like smoke and stuff, like this whole, I mean, I guess when you say we smell smoke and things, I mean, is it like we're getting the impression like the facility itself is on fire, or is it just
No.
like smoke? Okay.
No, you just, yeah, it's just a different smell. It's, I'd say, you know, some blaster fire singeing and things like that.
Smell of burnt ozone?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I was making a wrong assumption earlier, because I guess based on what Narama had told us about some signal from a research base to like quote unquote clean up the I assume that this like facility was being like rigged up to explode and we needed to get out of here. I guess was that
I
just,
did too.
did I misread
Narama
into that,
thought.
or
That's what Narama said, that
Yeah.
they're doing something they're going to destroy the facility. In the message, when they say destroy and cover up their tracks, they're covering up what they're doing underneath the, you know, this facility as a whole, and saying, you know, destroy the thermal detonator line to make it look like a cover-up.
oh, okay. So I guess then based on that, I wouldn't get I guess Dak wouldn't have the impression that, hey, we're in imminent danger, like this whole facility is going to implode on us, because that's not really what they were saying.
There's possibility, but I would say that being in this area now, seeing that all the detonator components are gone, that likely, you know, like you don't know where the detonators that are completed are stored, or even the parts, but they're not here. So there's a little bit of that could give you, you know, some ease.
Okay. Yes, I guess I was thinking we needed to like move, because like any second this whole place is going to explode.
Right.
In here. Okay. And I guess the other thing I would say too, probably I would want to radio back to Narama and see if they have any further information on those other two ships or parties or whatever it was that were showing up. So I guess I would ask Valen to do that, since I guess he texted him earlier.
Yeah, Valen will quickly calm up Narama. Be like, do you have any status updates on those two groups?
Yeah, so he says, we have information on one of them that we believe it was a group of Karaites.
Oh, okay. So this is probably the party that is down there now, blasting away.
Probably, yep.
Probably. Alright, thank you, Narama. Well, you know my answer. I know it's not easy, but If it were easy to be a Jedi, everybody would do it. And think of it this way. If they have a box of thermal detonators down there, there's no one there to claim them. Except you, Dak.
Well, I guess we can. Guess I don't know how far away we are from the, from that hatch and stuff now too.
Where did we end up?
Well, Dak made up the ground, yeah, so 3 rounds. 3 rounds of running, so a good 60, yeah, I mean, quite a ways, but I guess not horrible. 6, 1, 20, you know, 200 plus feet, probably more than that, but
Are we still in the
it's pretty
same,
abstract.
the thermal detonator line?
Yes,
room?
you are, yep.
Oh, we are. Oh,
Oh.
it's that big. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty massive line.
Well, we can head back to the hatch, I guess, at least, and see what's going on. But if it looks like somewhere we don't want to go down and be, I've got no issues with not going down into the secret lab full of blaster fire and science experiments.
Mm. Okay.
What do we want to do with her then? Bring her with us?
I did tell her that if she told us everything she knew and accompanied us at least a reasonable amount of the way to make sure we were at least going on the right path, that I'd let her go. I'm going to keep that promise.
Well, you said we drop her off when we left here, right?
I mean, just leave her here. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean that's what you told her, right? You would drop her off when we got out of here, if she came with us.
Told her we would give her. Well, I told her we would give her her freedom. Technically, I wasn't specific about how or when, but
Yeah. Are you gonna take her along if you go down?
yeah, at least for her to point us in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I won't, but tell her to want any kind of access badges or cards or things she has.
Doesn't look like she has anything like of that on her at all.
Are there any
Definitely.
codes that we'll need to know when we get in there to
Just
unlock doors, or
Just shakes her head.
you know, any other surprises we need to be aware of?
Said I
Experiments
told
they're
you
working on, maybe?
the Karaites infiltrated us.
Okay.
How many other believers were down there in the lab?
I'm not sure. A handful, but I'd imagine many of them probably didn't make it out.
I see.
The only thing too, because I don't know, I guess the background, maybe as well as I should with the Karaites and stuff, but I mean, because we haven't really worked or done anything for them before, have we?
I don't think so. Not specifically, no. There was
Okay.
just the you guys had done something and
Oh, the
they sent
random-
you random credits. I forget. I think it was like, was that the like?
I think that was the shadow one, or where
Yeah,
we
I think it was the
returned,
shadow
like,
thing.
the dead ones, or something like that. We gave information about their whereabouts, or something like that.
I think it was
Okay.
that one.
Yeah, basically, I want to ask if we, go down there and encounter a bunch of Karaites, if they're going to be like not happy to see us, or
You wouldn't have any necessary reason to believe that.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's not like the Karaites are evil and
Right. No.
kill
No,
us.
they're not like, yeah, they're not evil in that sense. They're, they definitely are. They're definitely, along the lines of like Narama in a sense. They're kind of doing things,
Okay.
Okay.
I do know that if we show up with her, they'll probably try to shoot us. I'm sure they're gonna shoot anybody that's down there.
hmm
Not hard to assume what people are down there for.
Well, I guess we got what we came for with the package, and I don't really see her as much of a threat. so we can turn her loose, I guess.
All right. So
No. We're not turning this prisoner loose. I am sure that she has some outstanding bounties. We're not gonna let this cash cow go.
Lan, it wouldn't be right. We need to let her go.
Lan looks at her and says, "You bail jumper? You look like a bail jumper."
Just kind of like blankly stares at you, and she says, "I'm a believer."
How long have you been a believer?
She says, "Quite a while now."
Hmm.
Do believers have credits on them?
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
Is sometimes, but not this one.
Well, sorry, Lan. I was hoping you might be able to get something out of it, but I don't think this bounty's gonna turn anything up.
Well, I suppose we can let her go, but
I tell you what,
registering my objection. I think this is gonna bite us.
duly noted. I will pay for your food and drink at the next stop we get to make up for it. How about that?
Or doesn't somebody have a thing that knocks people out?
I mean, your blaster on
No,
stun?
I was thinking like with your chemical,
Oh.
your biochem, like a tranquilizer thing, or if Lan had
I made something when we had the rowdy, like, what were they, rowdy prisoners or the crazed guards or something. I concocted something to knock them out. I suppose I could do the same here, but if she's here and they find her, they're gonna kill her, and she's gonna be completely defenseless. I can't abide by that. I mean, it's one thing when the person in question is gonna cause problems for us, but at the same time, she clearly wants to get the hell out of here. And if we let her go, I think she's going to. And I'll look at her, I'm like, you're gonna leave if we let you go, right? You're gonna bolt it and go and not stick around and cause problems? That's what I say to her.
He says, just kind of nods in acknowledgement. Not really has much to say at all.
Lan reluctantly takes off the binders.
Does she have any weapons on her?
Yeah, she had a small little vibro baton and then a blaster pistol.
Yeah, no, those were coming with us. I'm confiscating all her weapons, and I wanted to check her, make sure she wasn't hiding any other vial with her.
Yeah, there is. Let's see, I don't think. Yeah, she did. She had just the one that was in there. Yeah, nothing else.
Nothing else on her. Okay. I'll pocket the, what was it, a vibro baton?
Yeah.
And a blaster pistol.
Pistol, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take those and tuck them into the pack. And then I'll do that while Lan takes off the binders. We're like, there. Run.
Just
kind
kinda
of give her a little push.
Slowly, moves away, and then eventually just kind of like somewhat disappears, amongst the different consoles and equipment within the line.
She didn't leave, did she?
Yeah, I mean, like she took off in a direction that, she's gonna get out of there. So.
Okay. I was just like, I didn't let her go just so she can go gum up the works of the production line again. Alright. Well, now that that's taken care of, shall we? I think this is probably the point of no return. Well, I mean, I don't mean to put it that way so cryptically, but if we're going to turn back, this is probably the point at which we can't do so if we go further.
Yeah, Land presses F5 to quick save first. And then it says, all right, I'm ready.
And if we can head to that hatch, but like I said, if it's looking like a dangerous situation, we were just here to try to stop. I'm not even 100% sure what we were trying to stop at this point. We have the...
Nope.
Sounds like the Karaites are down there taking care of business, and we have a sample of the vial, so...
Oh, about that. Let's not tell anybody that. No one needs to know that we have that. We know what to do with it, but if somebody else learns that we have it, that might put a target on our backs. Just in case.
Hmm. Hopefully she doesn't go and tell anybody that you've got it now.
Yeah, well.
Alright, you guys
that
heading
one
to
was
the hatch?
Yeah, I guess we'll head to the hatch. Head back towards the hatch and assess the situation down
This is
there.
the one we opened, right? Or the one she came out of?
The one that she came out would be the one you come to first.
Okay. There's still the one we opened. We never figured out where that one went. 'Cause
Right.
She popped out of the other one.
Let's just go to the one she came out of, I guess, first.
Okay.
Okay.
Since
So
it
there
goes back to
It looks to be a tunnel 3 meters deep with the ladder on one side of it. The smell of the, just kind of that singe and whatnot is a little bit stronger here.
Is it like to the
Okay.
point where you need a respirator?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Dak will, with his blaster, kind of just motion towards it and say, well, Valen, you wanted to check this out, be my guest.
Yep. That was me. I walked forward and just not quite confident, but he's not hesitating. He's gonna drop down gently. Try to use the
Alright.
force, cushion his landing a little. Or there's a ladder there, right?
Yeah.
Just slide down
Yep.
the ladder.
Yeah.
I don't need a ladder, I'm gonna jump.
Just gonna
You
jump and
descend
break my
down.
ankle.
You descend down, and you get whiffs of the smoke down there, and you hear shouting. You turn as you reach the bottom of the ladder and see what looks to be almost a minor battlefield, but which was very recently likely a lab of some kind. There's a number of fairly small individuals in full cover protective suits that are picking through the rubble. One of them approaches another, holds up a data pad, and the second one nods and pulls off his helmet to reveal a grimly grinning Karaite face. And that's where we'll end tonight.
So now we get to wonder for a week whether or not this guy's friendly or a complete psychopath.
Indeed.
Is it like a Cheshire cat grin? That big, wide, like...
Sure, yeah. Just like that mutated guy you had saw back on Tilness.
Oh, shit.
No, not like that. So.
I mean, we know how to handle that one now. Use the force.
Alrighty, good stuff, guys. Yeah, we'll be back
alright.
in a week and finish up this episode to see where how you guys figure that out. So,
How are we going to be able to sneak Krellin into this?
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Krellin's
Gets it.
sneaky. He can sneak himself in.
Yeah, I've been following you the whole time. I'm like, what the hell?
What the set up.
For
Take
sure.
my laptop down, I guess, for the TVs I got the Super Bowl next weekend.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not the Seahawks, I generally don't
So
care.
so vital. Yep. So. Alrighty, thanks,
Alright.
stream. We'll see you guys next time.